Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you a deck in Buddyfight. Alright, this is the deck. So actually with this deck you can attack almost 13 times in a single turn. So it's the Chaos deck. So I'm going to explain quickly why I choose each one of these cards. So one who comes from Havoc, obviously to draw cards. I believe there is only three because sometimes I change my mind and I add more. But yeah, there is only three copies to make sure we can draw it. Next is your God 7 Ruby. This is one of the keys of this deck because it can attack twice and it helps calling more monsters because this is the thing with this deck. You call more monsters so you can attack more. Next we have Chaos Gear. This is a very powerful card that lets you draw you can draw four cards and from the cards you have in your hand you drop the one that you don't need. This is very useful because if we drop a monster we can we can call it again with Gear God 7 Ruby because of this Chaos command. During each player's attack phase, call up to a total of 2 Chaos monsters from your hand or drop zone without paying their call cost. And this is only available once per turn, so we can also use it defensively. So let's imagine we have um, special attack mates in our hand. We drop it and we call him. We can call him Chaos Delta to the field. So yeah, next in the list is Chaos Delta to gain gates. This is Chaos Panther. And when you call Chaos Panther, if you have another auto deity army, you gain 1 life, 1 gauge, and draw a card. But it only activates once per turn. Still, it's extremely useful, and again, it synergizes very well with your God 7's Ruby ability. Next is Autodeity's masterpiece, Chaos Bats. Alright, so I think this deck has all the four versions of Chaos Bats. So this is one of them, and this is because it gets triple attack. So yeah, this is only to attack more. Chaos Rectangle. Okay, see, if I don't explain the abilities, you can pause the video and read it by yourself. But basically, this guy, this dragon here, it helps us equipping this outdated sword Chaos Royale, Dragon Royale, sorry. So this helps a lot in this deck because it helps you drawing more cards even if it's your opponent's turn. So yeah, with this we can equip this if we don't have it in our hands. Infinity the Chaos, I assume everyone knows about it. Outdated Dragon Chaos Bats. Alright, so I always forget about the effects of this card, but I know. Alright, so this card is used, like I said, in this deck to call monsters to the field. So we can only use it once per turn, but it synergizes very well with God 7's ability. We can call two monsters with God, one monster um, with Chaos Bats. Since its ability cost one life, it's nice that it's our body, so we recover that life that we are losing here. Alright, so only one copy of this guy because we might need to defend, but it's not necessary. If you don't want Dear God version 99, you don't need to add it. This is just in case. The Chaos upgrade, obviously, for Infinity the Chaos. On Auto Deity Conquer Dragon Chaos Bats. So, with this card, it's pretty interesting because it lets you attack after it attacks. So, and also it gets the card that you choose to attack again. It gets +1 critical, so it can be God itself. I mostly use it on God, like I attack, and then I attack again with God. That's what I usually do. Chaos Osiris, if you watch the anime, you know what it does. Basically one gauge and one card that you draw. Alright, so a ruler's privilege. This is basically to attack even more. And I think you can use it various times. Choose one of them. Yeah, it doesn't say once per turn. I have no idea about that. So yeah, it lets you attack again with the card you choose. And if we are in our main phase, it can be helpful sometimes because of the first ability. Obviously, there has to be this card. I don't think it needs further explanation. Other than you can get this gauge with Delta. Because Delta is a gauge machine. So next, chaotic pain. Discard three. Sorry. Well, you can read it there. If you drop the top three cards and gain 3 gauge. This is extremely useful to be able to use Forced Reboot and because it helps discarding monsters to use Ruler of Chaos Year God 7. Forgive me if I am not talking very well. I am not used to make videos, so forgive me for that. So, next we have Chaos Globes because this is kind of broken because you gain 1 gauge for free when you call another auto deity army. Myself, I rarely use him because I don't draw him. Like I never get him on my hand. But yeah, you gain 1 gauge for calling another auto deity army, and this card lets you basically destroy 2 monsters, and that's pretty useful. Next, there is Thindo Beta, which helps getting the spells we want. And if we call him with God 7, the ability can activate even if in our opponent's turn. Havoc Demon Lord Wisdom. This one is mainly because defense as a defensive monster because of the soul and because it can help to calling cards. But I rarely call any cards with wisdom. As well, I think this is self-explanatory. Um, Chaos Vanguard to protect. This is also defensive. For because of the overkill and because it helps calling monsters too at times. Chaos Millennium, don't. I mean, if you don't want, you don't need Chaos Millennium, but myself I add it just in case. Chaos Bats again because this ability helps a lot attacking again and with +1 critical to all our monsters. So yeah, this is brutal. And this is the reason why there is only one here. Because if we use overkill with Dear God 99, we cannot use it with Chaos Bats. So yeah, I should put another copy of this bats. But yeah, this is Dear God and Wisdom. This is thoughts. I mean, this is added to calm our monsters on the field and attack even more. Well, there is actually 4 copies of Delta. So yeah,